Hi there, my name's Anna, I'm from Lincolnshire and I am doing a review of the Hisense American style fridge freezer. The model number is RF528N4WCI. It's stainless steel, but it's brushed stainless steel, which is great because it means it will leave fewer visible finger marks on there. The top part here is the fridge and the bottom part there are the freezer drawers. The fridge has like a French door style opening. You basically pull the door open by using the little ledge at the bottom, which I'll just show you here. There we go. So there's no kind of handles on the front of the door. This is how you open it, by pulling this ledge at the bottom. The freezer part is absolutely massive. It's actually a bit like a TARDIS. It holds far more than you'd give it credit for. There are optional shelves on the doors here, which you can take in and out as you choose. This is the water tank. You can basically take the whole thing out, then the little lid comes off. That's where you would fill it with water. On the front of the door here is where you would actually dispense the water. Just something to mention, it is actually only a dispenser, it's not a water filter. We live in a really hard water area, so if it did have a filter in there, that would be one thing that would improve it for me. So there are 3 shelves and a crisping drawer at the bottom, which gives you a 4th drawer. A 4th shelf. The drawer slides in and out really easily. Really pleased with the fridge part. Like I say, it holds far more than you'd give it credit for. One thing to note is that when you are closing it, you have to close the left-hand door first, and then this little panel appears. This is what obviously creates the seal when you then close the right-hand door. Onto the freezer. These are freezer drawers. First time I've ever had a fridge freezer with freezer drawers. You basically fill it by stacking all your goods on top of one another. This is a little shelf on the top here for smaller items, or perhaps items that are already open, like this. I'll just close this one up and open the bottom one. There you go. As you can see, ours is particularly packed. The fridge freezer part, the freezer drawers, don't appear to have quite as good a capacity as the fridge itself. But we're only a small family of 3. It's perfectly acceptable for us. It suits our needs perfectly well. On the front door here, you'll see a little control panel. This gives you the temperature of the fridge and of the freezer. If I zoom in here, you can just see that there are some extra buttons here. If you want to unlock it and change the settings, you just hold that button down for 3 seconds and that LED symbol changes. And then you can change the settings. So for example, if you were going on holiday, you could set it for that, or if you want to do a super freeze on those freezer drawers, you can change it. At the moment I've got mine onto the artificial intelligence setting, which just means that it will kind of adjust accordingly to the room in which it's in. What else can I say about it? It's got a door alarm. If you happen to leave one of the fridge doors open for 2 minutes or longer, it'll just do a little beep. So that's quite handy, especially if you've perhaps got children and they haven't shut the fridge door properly. One of the other things to mention is that the kind of, how do I put this? The lights inside are LED, which is great. It's also brilliant for energy saving. It's a bit like a strip light. I don't suppose my camera is particularly showing it well. When the doors are open, the fridge is very brightly lit, and I really like that. The problem is when you open any of the freezer drawers, there's no light at all, and that's just a little bit of a shame. Perhaps if there had been some sort of LED strip there, or perhaps here, it might have helped a little bit. But I'm being a little bit picky by coming out with that kind of comment. I'm trying to give you a fair and honest review of the whole item. Let me just push this door to here. By the way, these LED lights, they only come on for a temporary moment, a very short time. When the doors have opened, they do eventually switch themselves off. But it's a really nice looking, sleek, American style fridge freezer. It will suit our small family perfectly well. I'm really pleased with it. I hope my small review there might help you come to a decision yourself. Thanks!